Creative Thinking is now available for purchase at www.mikebowensjr.com. Get your mind right by learning how to use the tools that Mike Bowens gives in this awesome read. If you are interested in starting a daycare business, you've come to the right place. Mike Bowens has 3 different packages that you can choose from that will fit your daycare business needs. Visit www.mikebowensjr.com for more information. New releases on his new clothing line, Mogul Mentality, and Where Motivation Meets Faith, is now available for purchase. You will find sizes for men, women, children, toddlers, and infants, and more. Make sure you visit MikeBowensJr.com for all your apparels and accessories.
Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again live and direct. Listen, I got another powerful message for you. This message is entitled How to Live a Richer Life. How to live a richer life. Now listen, we're living in a very unique time, and people are stressed out. People had it up to here, and right now I want to give you a nugget, a gem, a jewel, if you will, and how to live a richer life. Well, for one, most people are working so many hours to try to make ends meet. And then there's other people who are not working at all. They're receiving checks from the government because of the pandemic. So, one of the ways for you to live a richer life in this point in time, and actually any point in time, is for you to decrease your liabilities and try your best to increase your income. What do you mean, Mike? I mean, when you get money into your hands, of course I know you have regular bills, but if there are some smaller debts that you can eliminate that's reoccurring, right? Get rid of them, then guess what? It increases your income every month. And this will give you more time to spend with God, more time to spend with your family, more time to spend with yourself, and it decreases your stress level. Because every month you're thinking, oh my gosh, I got to pay this bill, I got to pay that bill, I got to pay that bill, I got to pay my car note, right? If you got all these things, you're constantly thinking about it in your subconscious, meaning you're not 100% relaxed. You're not 100% at peace if you're constantly thinking about the bills that you have to pay. Even if you don't say it out of your mouth, your body feels it. It's like, I don't know if you ever went to get a massage, or you ever sat in a sauna and the hot steam is coming up and you just feel so relaxed. You're not thinking about anything except for living in that moment. You feel at peace. And so by eliminating the bills, you're putting yourself in that euphoric mind frame all the time, that you feel more at peace. Okay, here's the reasons why. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what emergencies are going to happen. And by you eliminating those extra recurring debts, instead of accumulating more things to put in your house, more things to put in the garage, more things to put in your closet, just stacking up everywhere, right? Now you're taking that money and now you're eliminating some of those debts, those reoccurring debts, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if an emergency situation is going to happen and you need extra money. You never know if you may be able to take that money and put it into a business idea. You know, you want to make sure that you're ready. How many times have things happen or things come up and you're like, man, if only I had the money. But now if you clear out some of those smaller debts, now you put yourself in a position to, now when you have the extra money, you're able to put it away because you were clearing out some of those lingering recurring debts, and you're able to put some of that money away, and you say, okay, now what? You know what? I think we're going to take this money, we're going to buy an investment. I think we're going to take this money, we're going to put it into this business. I think we're going to take some of this money and buy a property. I think we're going to take some of this money and use it that it may multiply. Right? We got to get away from being liability minded. What I mean by that is we buy things that we have to pay for every month, instead of getting to the point where we're putting our money into things that's paying us every month. And one of the ways to do that is to eliminate those reoccurring nagging debts, like a car loan payment, a school loan payment, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you start to think like that, what you do is you make a list and you go from the lowest to the highest. And I'm not saying you got to knock them all out, but get rid of some of them. do what you can to get rid of some of them. And when you pay them off, you feel so good. You feel like, oh my gosh, that's one less thing I have to think about. That's one thing I have to worry about. And you can breathe better. And you give yourself a little more wiggle room with the money that you have coming in. And you're able to use that to put it into things, like I said, that's going to help generate more and put you in a better position. And so that's one of the ways that you can live a richer life, because that means you don't have to work so hard. You're not just going to work just to pay bills. That's the most miserable feeling ever. Or if you are home because you can't go out because of the pandemic, now you don't feel like, oh, I got all this money that's coming in, I just got to spend it to pay bills. You're just surviving at that point. And as I said in the previous video, that you want to go from level to level to level. You want to progress each year. You don't want to get to the point where you have so much debts and so many things, and you just feel so overwhelmed, and you looked around and you're like, I don't even know how I'm going to get out of this. I can't tell you how many people who have to see a psychiatrist, or how many people are on medication because they feel so overwhelmed. And it's not just because of what's going on in the world, but it's what's going on in their lives, right? And a lot of that has to do with debt. A lot of that has to do with things accumulated. These things should not make you happy per se, right? Happiness comes from within. And if you have to constantly buy things to make you happy, something's wrong. Your happiness has to come from God. Right? And as you begin to have the time now to seek God, because guess what? You cancel out some of these debts, some of these nagging recurring bills. Now you have time to see what your next move is going to be. Now you have some money to play with, instead of saying, okay, I got to pay this, I got to pay this, I got to pay this, I got to pay this. And then you have nothing left over that you can make an investment, that you can put it into your business, that you can live a richer life. So I hope this message inspired, encouraged somebody out there. You know, this one I really wanted to make it short and get to the point, because I really feel that by you taking that one step, it'll put you in a better position in life. You don't want to get to the point where you're looking at your account and you're like, man, it's triple negative. Triple negative. It's a terrible feeling. Put yourself in a position where the money's coming in and it can sit there. It could grow, right? You don't have to use it to pay Tom, Dick, and Harry. You don't have to pay all these debtors, right? So this is your man, Mike Bowens. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and even do me a favor, hit that share button on social media. Let's blast this thing. Let's blow it up. And until next time, this is your man, Mike Bowens. I'm signing off saying, be blessed.
www.mikebowensjr.com for all your daycare consulting, apparel, and creative thinking. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.